Oh, hey, I'm Josiah, welcome back to Retro Rewind, and today I'm experiencing hair loss. And it's all because of this game right here. And to think it could have been Dino Ricky. Well, I've got some time to kill in a game to beat, so let's kill two birds with no stone, too messy. Let's just play Mario 3. Let's get this over with.
3, 2, 1, go!
You ever play a game from when you were younger, and at the time it seemed like the best thing known to man? And when you get older, it only gets better! Super Mario Bros. 3 was that game for me, and it's a no-brainer why. The colors, the gameplay, the levels, all of it made this the definitive NES experience. Definitive for everyone except me. Delicious. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I like about this game, but there's also some things that I don't like. So let's start with the things that I do like. First of all, arson. Wait, that's the wrong list. No, that's the right list. The gameplay in Super Mario Bros. 3 is something that is out of this world. It truly is a giant step up from the first two entries in every possible way. Don't you mean first 3 entries? Shut up. One of the biggest differences in the gameplay is the ability to be able to slide down hills, which is something that Mario just couldn't do before. Later games in the Mario franchise utilize this move, like New Super Mario Bros., Mario World, and Mario 64, but it always goes back to Mario 3. It always does. Speaking of which, the levels, more specifically the world map. Super Mario Bros. 3 was one of the first of many things, one being the world map. The world map was created out of necessity or lack thereof to give you a more personalized way to play. My way to play is to pirate a DVD every single time I see Luigi. Oh, it's that time. Oh, come on, Toy Story 3 isn't even that good! Speaking of movies, let's talk about the story. The overarching theme of SMB3 is that it is a stage play. Oh man, I love scoliosis! The idea of Mario 3 being a stage play is a very fun idea that had a lot of potential. But that's the thing. Potential. There could have been so much more that they could have done to lean further into the stage play feel of this game. Thankfully, that is made up with some awesome power-ups. Tanuki suit, hammer suit, frog suit, hazmat suit, furry costume. Oh, I see the problem. Those are the things that I'm going as for Halloween this year. It's a joke! The different power-ups all change the way the game can be played, and how you progress through each level. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. So like the frog suit, it allows you to swim fast and jump high, but it's very hard and slow to move on land. The hammer suit allows you to throw hammers at enemies, but it's very similar to the fire flower. The hammers are an arch, and I still can't slide down. Another addition to the game is the Koopalings. At the end of each castle in the first Super Mario Bros. Game, you'd fight Bowser over and over and over again. Sure, it was fun, but after that 15th time, yeah, maybe you should get that tumor checked out. So instead, the Koopalings were added to give the game a bit of variety. With 7 bosses at the end of each world of varying difficulty, it's very fun yet very challenging to go world by world, and that's why we cheat! I knew this day would happen. The Warp Whistle, also known as your last resort. Only the lowest of lows use the Warp Whistle. Let it be known, I am one of these people, but that's besides the point. You hypocrite! The Warp Whistle was used to get you out of a difficult level or world. Let's say you're stuck on World 1, Level 4. Like a little baby. And you just can't seem to beat the level. Well, take one blow of that warp whistle and a tornado will take you away to whatever world you want to go to. As tornadoes do. I knew the Wizard of Oz had something to do with this. The thing is, the warp whistle was always limited to whichever level you were on. There were 3 quote-unquote sections that you could warp to. Worlds 2 through 4, 5 through 7, and level 8. Each world has its own distinct theme. The level and the world design are really cool, and definitely show what each level is about. This game is really the prime example of show don't tell. Look, I'm just doing what I've been asked. Oh yeah, the multiplayer. Mario 3 does something that has been seen a million times. You trade back and forth with a friend. Now you can play at the exact same time, but that's only in the Mario Bros. Arcade mode. Now, I never really got the chance to play this multiplayer since I'm lonely, so I gotta figure something out. Who are you? I'm Jacob. Wait a second, you look just like me. Wait, am I high? No, silly, you're on drugs. Anyways, I need somebody to play Mario 3 with me. Absolutely not! I resent that game as much as I resent Whoopi Goldberg. What if I gave you Girl Scout cookies? I'll be Luigi. For a bit of background, Mario Brothers is an arcade game that released in 1983 during the North American video game crash to critical acclaim. So, what better way to milk this cash cow than to include it in the biggest NES game of all time? If you think about it, Mario already had a release on the NES as a launch title, but when you bought Mario 3, you're technically getting 2 games in 1, as well as a critical case of tuberculosis, so you're really getting 3 games. Mario Brothers as a game is very simple. One person Mario, the other is Luigi, you grab coins, hit enemies, and commit tax fraud. It's the perfect Mario adventure. My only big complaint is that the controls, compared to what the game is already set up, are kinda wonky. The controls are much more stiff, and jumping is much more loose. Hey, when's a good time to get tuberculosis? Right about now. Sweet. Overall, there really aren't many bad things about Mario 3. The game is fun overall, the sprites for their time are very detailed, and the multiplayer sections of the game can be very challenging. Maybe I was wrong. Am I too overly critical about all the games that I play? Yeah, probably. You're still here? Well, I can't really go back, so I guess I'm stuck here. Sweet, I don't have any more time to tell you because future editing Josiah is probably already going insane, so we're just gonna cut this episode off right now. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's all we got for you guys today on Retro Rewind. Make sure to stay safe, stay warm, stay watching, and stay retro. We'll catch you guys on the next level.